Back at Moonah Links, and we take in another Pentax shot of the day. Well, Martin Doyle almost beat this ball to the green. Jack Newton said that he knew as soon as he'd hit it that it was a beauty, and then converted, Jack.
Well, that's the important thing, the conversion. Gets him within 2. Allenby with his own chance at a birdie here at 13. But first it'll be Paul Sheen. Must make putt. This will be a great experience though for Paul Sheen, playing in the final group. Australian Open, as he said at the start of the day, every kid growing up here has got aspirations of winning an Australian Open.
We'll leave Allenby to ponder his birdie putt as we go back to Stuart Appleby at 16. Don't tell me.
Well, he chipped that rather than putt it, and look, straight back to his feet.
Oh, that's just unfair. He's ripped a 2-iron in there to 15 feet. He's rolled around and finished there. And now he's playing his 4th shot.
I wouldn't suggest it's a good time to ask for his autograph.
No.
Let's go back to 13. And is this the shot that wins the tournament? Allenby for birdie.
Yeah, I just about put my house on this one.
Great approach and a brilliant finish, and the lead is now 3.
What a run he's had, Robert Allenby. Gee, the last 6 or 7 holes. Plenty of get out of jail cards.
Two-shot swing within the space of 30 seconds. Sendon drops back to 3 under. And the first bogey on his card for the day for John Sendon. So we head to the 14th.
Elevated tee. Can't see the fairway from where you're teeing off here, and the most important thing here is to get the ball on the fairway. Those 2 left-hand bunkers you really need to avoid. The wind whipping off the right-hand side. And this pin today, it's tough to get at. It's 10 on and 9 from the right. So you really need to be down the left-hand side of the fairway. It's one of the only 5 holes that are averaging under its par today, this hole. 3.83, 16 birdies. Robert will send this down the right with a slinging hook.
Sent it down the right, but I don't know about the slinging hook.
Oh, that is trouble. That is big trouble.
Yeah.
You'll be lucky to leave that, put that anywhere near on the green.
That will be now for 5. Oh, that's a well executed up and down, but it was the second time he had a crack at it. He would be filthy.
Now Paul Sheen on the tee at 14. Good position.
Shot. As you said, Brett, very important to get it on the fairway over these next 3 holes.
The best thing about it for these guys that are hanging around 3 under is the last hole is a 582-metre par 5. But as we saw yesterday, it's reachable in 2, and there's eagles on the card for sure. So it's not over yet.
Second shot to 16 for Martin Doyle. Gets it on the dance floor, but boy, that's a long way from the band.
Well, let's just check out from our graphic where the balls of Sheehan and Allenby, and you saw Allenby way out to the right.
Yeah, look, Pat, a lot's going to depend on his lie, and Paul Sheehan to play first. Can he come up with something special? Allenby in trouble.
Position A, just with a wedge from 103. This looks great.
It is radar. Putt of about 4 or 5 metres for birdie.
John Sendon on 17. Pin today, 21-6 left.
It's also going right. 3-iron. Big rising 3-iron. That's going to be a tough putt too.
That's right on the ridge. There's a ridge just to the right of his ball. If it was 2 metres further to the right, it would have fed round towards the flag, but boy, tough 2-putt from there.
You just can't mess with that pin though, Brett, can you?
No.
Ooh, that's Allenby's ball there. Now, if his hand's crooked, this is not going to help it hacking out of the weeds here.
If he gets us on the green, I'm taking my bat and ball and going home.
No, you're hanging in there, Radar. You're still with us.
Front trap.
Not a bad play though. Remember, Robert Allenby, a brilliant bunker player normally.
The leader strolls back towards the clubhouse, but he's still got work to do. Robert Allenby, birdie at the last to go to 7 under. He's dropped a couple today, but he maintains a 3-shot lead over Martin Doyle, the Queenslander John Sendon, Ahern, Sheehan, then down to the players at 1 under. Back in a moment.
Welcome back to the MFS Australian Open Championship. We're in the concluding stages with Allenby leading by 3 from Doyle, 4 from Sendon and 5 from O'Hearn and Sheen. Allenby, big bunker shot here. Well, he played a good shot, but it's just slipped on by, and now a tricky downhill putt to save par. So plenty of interest still in this MFS Australian Open, especially with these tough holes coming up.
Yeah, if you had a 5-shot lead, Jack, you'd say probably, you know, it's Robert Allenby's, but 3 shots, that's nothing on this golf course.
Well, a pin here on 28 metres. Huge putt for Martin Doyle.
Well, he's got to make that.
It's a real roller coaster ride putt, that one, from the best part of 30 metres.
You want to talk about roller coaster putts? This one, have a look where John Sendon's aiming this one. The pin's cut in the front left. Just hit it a little bit too firm.
Yep.
Pretty good line, but went straight through the borrow. Disappointing for him.
Paul Sheehan for birdie. He
Got
deserved one. Yeah, he deserved one, didn't he?
He really did.
It was fairly racing into the hole too.
He's pumped, man.
This is a big putt right here. Martin Doyle for par to stay 3 behind Allenby. Feel the frustration from the Victorian.
He knows he's getting close to the house, Brett. That's why. Holes are running out.
Even his 3 dogs and 2 cats at home fell off the lounge chair there.
They just keep getting more important, don't they?
Oh. Bogey for John Sendon at 16 and 17. Seemingly has blown his chances, unless he can pull a rabbit out of the hat at 18 with perhaps 2 big shots and hold a putt for eagle.
Been blemish free through 15 holes, John Sendon. Now Allenby.
It's a tough putt to save at this stage of a championship.
Oh,
Right in the heart, short.
I didn't think it was possible to leave it short. With putting back into the wind. Downhill putt. So he drops one, but he's still 3 in front.
Well, let's try and get a little bit of sanity back into all this, as putts have been missed all over the place. That's how it stands. Robert Allenby at 6 under after 14. Doyle and Sheehan at 3. Sendon and O'Hearn at 2. Welcome you back to Moonah Links as we take in a dodo update, and there has been plenty happening this afternoon. First up, Rod Pampling. Let's set up an early birdie for him at the second, the par 5. And Stuart Appleby. That was at the third. Started a run of 3 straight birdies. He made one here at the par 3 fifth, despite that tee shot hanging out to the right. Watch this. John Sendon. Finally, a few putts started to drop. And then another one set up by this tee shot at the 7th.
Yeah, this is a great shot, Pat. On a hole that was giving everyone trouble.
Then all of a sudden, the leader said, I'm coming back to you. I'll just keep the door ajar.
How about his start? Par, bogey, bogey, bogey. He was 4 over through 6 holes, Robert Allenby, and really, he looked in all sorts of problems. Then all of a sudden, got a little good break hit, pitched just over the bunker here on the par 3, kicked forward. And when he needed a putt, this one was tracking, beautiful. And that stopped the rock.
The 14th, John Sendon. Another beauty. His iron play today, Jack, has been a delight.
Yeah, it has. And at this stage of the game, he was right in the thick of things. And that was about as good as it gets. No shot at all. And actually left it short of the hole. That's unbelievable.
Stuart Appleby there making birdie at 15.
Nick Ahern celebrates it, finally making a putt.
Wind nearly blew him over on that one. Martin Doyle. And a cracker.
Served birdie and got it, Martin Doyle.
Allenby plays these soft-armed wedge shots so well. Uphill putt for a birdie at a crucial time, and he makes it.
Paul Sheehan at 14. Converts. And we got a 2-shot swing on that hole as we complete that dodo update. Lots of action because Allenby made bogey there. But at the 17th, the par 3, a monster.
Looks like a rescue club he's got out there.
Don't be short, don't be left. Oh my goodness.
Airmailed the green long and left.
Oh.
That's in serious Magumbu.
Magumbu.
2 good drives from our final pairing. Allenby and Sheehan as they head down to the 15th. Robert Allenby first to play.
From 160. This is a pure shot, holding against the breeze, heading towards right front.
Good result.
He's just keeping his nose in front and doing the right things as we go forward to 17 where Martin Doyle is. Remember, the pin is on the front left. He's flown the green left and long. He's just got no shot from here.
Well, he ponders what little miracle he can conjure there. Let's go back to Paul Sheehan.
The man from Wollongong, Coffs Harbour and Melbourne, 5-iron. He's hung this up in the middle of the green. I don't think it's going to reach. No, it won't. Needs to get a wriggle on if it's going to catch Allenby.
He might even putt that, though. Oh. So this 16th is really eating their lunch because it's 2 big hits to get it there. And if you get it on the front, look at this roller coaster ride that Nick Ahern's left himself with. And everyone has left that short. Not an easy putt to negotiate with the long putter either. Long putts like that.
By the look of his stance, Jack, you might be right. He might be putting this by the look of it. Yep.
Has he hit it? Boy, he had it on a good line.
Remembering that he's at 3 under, so too is Martin Doyle. But he's going to have a lot of work to do to stay at 3 under.
He's got to get it up the bank, and then it's all downhill once it gets to the putting surface.
Oh, look out, that's gone. Oh, it's hung there.
He thought it was better than that, but he was pretty lucky in the end because it could have been back down in the rough over the back of the green again. Interesting there, Sheen cleaning his up before Allenby putts. So a little bit of attempted match play here.
Big money at stake for all these putts. Nick Ahern trying to save par at 16.
Oh, that's a good 4. A very, very good 4. Second most difficult hole on the course today, that 16th.
The leader.
This hole, the 5th most difficult. So 2 really tough holes. If Allenby can go 4-4, it's all over Red Rover.
Well, as I said, Jack, big money at stake here. 225,000 to our winner. Martin Doyle certainly in contention for second prize money. Needs this for par at 17. Not in yet. 127.5 for second, then down to 84.3, 60,000, 50,000 for fifth. So a lot of money at stake here, and it'll all be decided over these closing holes. Robert Allenby to stay at 6 under.
Go forward there to the 18th. John Sendon here for 2. Tough pitch though. They played it very well. Good imagination. Had to bump it into the bank and hope that it propped up and went forward.
Jack, let's go over this 16th start of 3 great finishing holes.
Yeah, we can see there, first of all, it's 411 metres, a very long hole, straight back into this breeze from the right. You've got to thread the needle between the bunkers. And then even for these guys who are long hitters, it's 2 big whacks to get it, not just to the green, but get it back to that flag. You can see they're averaging 4.48, 2 birdies all day. Paul Sheen first, Jason Day one of those, and Andrew Shuden, the only 2 players to make birdie here.
Two players to make birdie all day, as you said, Jack. They played with each other. Yeah, they've just done a little kind of, I'll write down 3 if you will too.
makes his birdie, but he would be a little disappointed with the finish because it was preceded by 2 bogeys after he hadn't had a bogey on the card. John Sendon, the big Queenslander, finishing with rounds of 69, 71, 75 and 70. And he is 3 under the card and the clubhouse leader.
Yeah, if he could have posted 5 under, might have made it a little bit of a difference.
Big tee shot, this one.
Oh, big roping draw, heading towards the left fairway trap. Evil trap as well.
Wow.
Just fell in the front of it though, Jack. He'll have a chance to reach the green.
Well, he's kicked into that trap. Doyle trying to walk away from here with a 4. Well done.
That's a hell of a fall.
Strange club he chose from the tee, I thought.
Well, our final group are our 2 leaders. Allenby at 6. Sendon is in at 3. But Sheehan is still alive at 3. And Robert Allenby in a little bit of trouble up 16. Back after this.
That was something special. She is all class. Well, have we seen a medal-winning performance?
Oh, sky high, wow.
Hello. Absolutely brilliant.
Lights will guide you home, and I will try to fix you.
The second night of apparatus finals, and there's another 5 gold medals up for grabs. 8 finalists, and each apparatus get 1 chance to be the world champion. Events include the men's vault, parallel bars, horizontal bar. In the women's, it's the beam and the floor. Aussies in action this evening. Manette Russo has qualified 3rd for the beam final. Damien Istria on the high bar. All the action right here on 7 from 7:30 this evening. 7:30 this evening in all states. Okay, let's just check out the graphic that does confirm that Allenby's ball did in fact find that fairway trap. So Paul Sheehan will be first to play.
Fairway metal. This is heading right, high and right.
Just caught the right edge of the green radar. Monster putt coming up.
Robert Allenby out of the trap. Tell you what, if he gets this on the green, I'm handing him a badge.
No chance. Just a layup.
Well, he's crept it on the front edge. Look of it. Or was I imagining things?
You're imagining things. He's some 85 metres short of the green, Jack.
Nick Ahern at the par 3.
Come back.
Talking to it.
Opposite shot to what we saw from Martin Doyle earlier. He's flown the green left, and Nick Ahern coming up short. Ooh. Rescue club out of the right rough at 18 for Martin Doyle. Pulled the right hand off the club. It looks like it's on the beach. Deep beach.
Deep beach. Absolutely. Some 130 metres short out of one of the fairway bunkers. That'll take some shot.
Back at 16, Wayne Riley telling us that Robert Allenby couldn't make it home from that left-hand fairway trap. This is what he's got left.
From 89, just attempting to turn it right to left against the breeze and screw it right to left towards the flag. Is it up?
It's on the top shelf, though. Just got a feeling he's just got enough shots to play with, though, Robert Allenby.
Yeah.
He's just kept it that distance all day. They did get within 2 of him at one stage, but then he made a birdie, got it back to 3, and he's just kept it at 3. I think it's just going to be enough.
Yeah, Sheen's the only one that could beat him. He needs to pull a couple of rabbits out of the hat, I think. Maybe hold this monster putt he's got at 16 as we go ahead to 17.
There's only 3 groups remaining on the course.
What about Matthew Goggins back 9? 31.
Oh boy, for a
Around
day
a
like
70. Hey?
That is some golf, considering that, as I said earlier, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the most difficult holes on the course today, all coming in the back 9. 39-31. 69-70 to finish the tournament off. Fantastic effort from Matthew.
Great weekend. Nick Ahern now for par. Made a couple of crucial putts the last 2 holes.
What a 3.
Well, let's quickly go to Mark Allen, who is talking to John Sendon.
I'm here with John Sendon, 2 under par 70, couple bogeys on 16 and 17, but he's still birdied 18. Does it leave a sour taste in the mouth?
Well, those 2 golf holes are playing extremely difficult. I actually hit a driver and a 3-iron and hit them both well on 16 and just got to the front edge. Now, I said to my caddy Sean, I said, look, I've got great putts there, and walked off with a bogey. Now, in 17, I hit a good shot on there and just, you know, just ripped it through the break, and it just gave me a difficult chance for par. But, you know, happy to walk on 18 and, you know, make a birdie on the last. It was relieving.
Tell us about that 3-iron shot to the last 264 metres I had you at. It was an absolute killer.
Well, I said to Sean, my caddy, I said, look, all I got to do is get it over that trap on the right, which is about 205, and it's always going to bounce all the way down there, the way the course is playing, the down breeze, and, you know, and where it ended up was unbelievable, but I just said, look, you can just get up and down, you know, just do it, so I had to do it.
Well, this is the sort of course where anything can happen, so Johnny, just sit back and relax and see what happens.
Yeah, no, look, I've enjoyed this week. I mean, the conditions have been tough, but, you know, I've stayed patient and believed in myself better, and, you know, the results are right there. Thanks.
Thanks, Johnny.
All right, mate.
Mark Allen talking with John Sendon, who was in the clubhouse at 3 under and played very, very well today. A couple of late bogeys, blemishes on what was a fantastic round of golf. But Robert Allenby still leads by 3. Paul Sheehan is on the course with him. Back in a moment. Spin outside, the breeze is still up as we return to the MFS 2005 Australian Open. Closing holes. Sheehan with long range for birdie.
Big swing from right to left. Can he get it to the hole? Look at the slope and the wind getting hold of that. Gee, it's coming nearly backwards at the finish.
That was like putt-putt. Putting it through the windmill. Talk about tough shots. Wayne Riley and I did this bunker on Friday. Not much chance. The only chance he had was, well, it was downwind, but hit it fat. Be a shame to see him finish with a 6 after such a wonderful day so far.
Allenby trying to save par here at 16.
Go ball, go.
He's going to drop one shot, so he'll be back to 5. Sheen must make his.
Pampling. It's his 3rd shot to the last and played it very, very well from way right.
Coming off a bogey at 17, Pampling. This for par. Crucial putt for Sheehan.
Oh. The other guys are just making bogeys at the wrong time, Jack, aren't they?
Yep. I think he's got enough shots up his belt now to get to the house, Robert Allenby. So Sheen drops back to 2, Hearn 2, and Doyle in danger of dropping a stroke here. Not going to improve his position.
Must get this close.
So we welcome now
too much ziz on the ball. Yes, and here MFS once again. I'd like to say well done to Phil Adams and the team. New 3-year sponsor as we watch Allenby for bogey. It's great to have a new sponsor on board in Australian golf. Our biggest and finest championship.
We're all approaching the 18th. Just 3 groups on the course. Aaron Badley at even for the tournament, 3 over today.
Yeah, he just got off on the wrong leg, Pat, I thought. Started hitting it left from the tee in particular. Out 39 and then bogeyed 10 and 12. So he was 5 over at one stage today, but picked up birdies at 14 and 15. Back to 3 over for the day and even for the championship.
Par putt for Martin Doyle. Not to be. So a bogey, bogey, bogey finish for Martin Doyle and a round of 73. Finishes at 1 under par. And at this stage, 6th place, all alone.
Cost him some serious cash. Just a 4 at the last would have finished off what would have been a really great week for him. Nick Ahern now 18T. Hit it high and let it fly.
There's no bunkers in the sky. But there is there.
Well, the only problem is he's left-handed.
Might be on his knees to play that one. Yeah, that bogey Martin Doyle cost him about 40 grand.
Pampling for birdie at the last.
Been one of those weeks for Rod Pampling. Tee to green, he's played pretty well. Your pick, Jack, but just couldn't get it in the hole at the right times.
Nah. 73-75 finish. Not good enough to win.
Our final pairing still have this on the 18th to play, a par 3, a par 5. What about this one, Brett?
Well, I guarantee you that Robert Allenby's ball will be over the middle of that right-hand bunker with a draw. He will not be going left. It's the only place you don't want to go is long and left or short left. We'll put Paulie Sheen on the tee first, under the pump. Got to hit a great shot here somehow.
The one with 3 on it. And he's nailed this slightly left of the flag. Good for length.
Oh, no.
Will it hang on? I believe it will.
Oh, radar. Look again.
Well, it's hung up in the semi. On a cut of the semi.
5 wood for Robert, I'd say, radar.
Yeah, he's just trying to fly it in there high. Probably see that wrist. It's playing up. Oh, this is high and heading left. He hasn't got enough on this. I believe this will not stay up the top.
Well, he made a fool of me. I said middle of the green.
That's not difficult, Brett.
You're incorrigible.
Get that up and down and play fair.
We wouldn't believe it. A couple of groups in front, Nick O'Hearn did. Well, the group in front did just a while ago, radar. We go straight to him on 18.
Good break. Must have just rolled away at the last minute from that trap. He can reach the green, no problem. Well, look at this shot.
If he doesn't get it up, it's coming all the way back.
He's done the only sensible thing you would do. Make sure you get it up.
Thanks, Ben.
We said an expensive finish for Martin Doyle, the local. He's down there with Mark Allen at the moment. Hopefully we'll catch up with Martin Doyle in just a moment. Great galleries have gathered around this 18th hole, and it's not over yet, believe me. Allenby at 5, Sendon is in the house at 3, Goggin Ahern at 2, along with Sheehan.
Perfect. Oh, you're with me. Yeah. He's happy to hang around, whatever you want to do. Oh, you're going to do straight over the break. Can you hear me now? I'm ready to go. Martin Doyle with me. Want me to keep talking? Blah, blah, blah. More and more annoyed as we go. He just pissed away about 70 grand and he's looking at me very, very strange.
Too hard up the last.
He tried harder than everybody else. That's what we'll be. Huh?
Nothing on the third shot. Hit it really.
look the goods after you.
Good galleries behind and around the 18th. They will swell appreciably when the group following our final pairing, Paul Sheehan and Robert Allenby, arrive. We've fixed up that audio problem. Let's go back to Mark Allen speaking with Martin Doyle.
Martin, after your birdie on 15, I was getting goosebumps. I thought you were a chance. How are you feeling?
I thought it was a big chance too there, Mark. 15 was about the last good birdie chance, and walking to 16th tee, I just couldn't get there fast enough. I was feeling really good. Obviously I was nervous, but I was feeling really good and hit a couple of good shots into 16 and left myself, you know, a long 3 putt, and I thought I hit a couple of good putts. 17, I mean, that's just so tough today, and I hit a very ordinary shot there and ended up holding a good 6 or 7 footer for bogey. And down the last, I just tried too hard. I knew I could get home, and I thought if I could make 3 or 4, you know, maybe still a chance, and I just tried too hard. Hit it in the fairway trap for my second shot, and then didn't get it up and down and made 6, so bogey finish.
3 top 10s in a row on Australian Opens next year, Martin. It's all you.
I thought it was this year. Thanks, Mark.
Well, thanks to Mark Allen and Martin Doyle. We appreciate his honesty, Jack. He was there in there trying till the very end.
Sure was. Now here's another bloke in there trying to the very end. If he could somehow sneak this in.
Where have you got that one from?
Well, I said all along in the last 5 or 6 holes he needed something special, and that was just what the doctor ordered.
Don't leave your lounge room. 1 shot the difference. Nick Ahern, 3rd shot. Into 18. Aaron Badley waiting on the green up there. Yeah, that's a beauty. Chance of a birdie for Nick Ahern. If he makes that, he too would go to 3 under. Robert Allenby must make.
This for par, this to stay 2 in front. If he misses it, just 1 in it. Oh, he hit a great putt too.
Boy, it's 1 the difference as we go to the 18th. And this is the second last group on the course. Only Allenby and Sheehan remain. They're heading towards the 18th tee. Aaron Badley, at least he's held it together on the back 9 after going out in 39. It's for Eagle.
He's always been a bit of a grandstander.
And he's done it again. What a finish. An eagle 3 at the last for Aaron Badley. Boy, that's worth some serious dollars. 2 under.
He's 5 over after 12.
4 under the last 5 holes, Jack.
Yeah. Tremendous stuff. And Nick Ahern, who seems to have got the flat stick working here when it's all over.
Weekend of 71-72 for Nick Ahern. 3 under for the tournament. He and John Sendon are in the clubhouse, and Nick's about to head there. This man also at 3 under.
Big tee shot.
Floyd, hook.
What a kick that was. Kick straight left to miss the bunker. Now he can get home in 2 from there. All important tee shot now for Allenby.
Oh, that bunker there on the right is 308 metres from the tee.
That is a bomb.
Wow. He's only going to have 3 iron home.
Well, they've played their tee shots. Talk us over what they've got left.
Well, the tee shots they've just hit, you see this bunker here on the right-hand side coming up. That one right there is 285 past it. And the second one there is 308 metres, and Robert Allenby just pumped it past that. Second shot, the only thing you've got to avoid is this bunker here that's some 33 metres short of the green. You can negotiate getting past that, definitely get it on. See 4.86, 2 eagles. One was Aaron Badley just moments ago, and the other one, the New Zealander Mahal Pearce. But it's definitely an eagleable hole. And go back live. Big shot right here.
Paul Sheehan. 1 from the lead.
Wind coming over his right shoulder and behind.
Oh no. He carries that bunker. It's on the green. That's the one I was talking about. 33 metres short.
He knows.
Look at the anguish.
A metre away from being perfect. Let's take a deep breath as we wait for Robert Allenby to walk up to his. It's a mile down there. Allenby is at 4 under, surveying his second to the par 5 18th. Nick Ahern has just signed. He's at 3 under. John Sendon is also in the clubhouse at 3 under. Paul Sheehan at 3 under as well. Badley and Goggin at 2, Doyle at 1. They've finished. They can't improve. The only 2 players left on the course are Allenby and Sheehan. You've got to say, Jack, sorry, you've got to say that it's there for Allenby to lose now, isn't it, after this drive?
Absolutely. It's been there. It's been Allenby's to lose all day, but it's come down to this. Final hole. Leads by 1. He smashed his tee shot down here. Now the one place he can't go is short in that bunker, so he's got to make sure he's got enough club in his hand to clear that. Even if it goes over the back, he only needs 5 to win, basically. The problem is that bunker is right on the line you want to hit it, with that breeze over your right shoulder.
Testing 1 2, I'm back.
Good to have you back, Radar.
Radar.
After a bullet ball, he's got 245. 3 iron.
About 2.
I repeat, 3 iron.
210 to carry that front right trap, Radar, huh?
Big high hook. He's nailed it. Heading towards the front left. Needs some ground help.
Got it.
One hand on the trophy.
Paul Sheehan's got to come up with a miracle shot.
Yeah, a lot's got to depend on his line, Brad, isn't it? Because that's a very deep bunker.
It's about 75-metre shot.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So he's pretty much got to singe the lip coming out.
Cinch the lip.
Is this the walk of the champion? It's been a troubled week for him. He's been nursing this hand and arm injury for a long time now. Pulled out in the last round in Japan last week.
Striding down the 18th fairway towards this final hole of the MFS Australian Open for 2005.
Let's await the reception.
New South Wales, Paul Sheehan, and from Victoria, Robert Allenby.
Allenby, 34 years of age. He won the Open in 1994. Gee, it doesn't seem that long ago. He also won the PGA in 2000 and 2001 and the 03 Masters. So he's won the big three of Australian golf.
He should have won probably 91 too, Newty, and one Wayne Riley pulled off a monster putt on 18 to snatch it away from him.
When he was an amateur, yeah.
Yeah, hit a 5-iron into the last to about 3 feet and made birdie himself, and really looked like he was going to win that championship. And Radar birdied the last 3 holes to sneak it away.
He's had a dozen international victories. He's had 4 wins on the US Tour. Yet again, has won over $1 million on the US Tour.
He played a lot of events this year too. 31 in the States. That's a lot. Most of the players these days only like to play about 27, 26. Hasn't won on the US Tour since 2001. Terrific victory last year in the Australian Masters, though. Memorable playoff.
Interesting, Robert Allenby finished 9th in the ball striking statistics on the US Tour, and John Sendon 13th. So that ball striking ability, he stood up here this week.
Jack, the hardest shot in golf, the 59-metre sand iron. He's got a chance here. Has to come out low out of the trap. Just landed on the front. He has got a chance to get this close. Needs to be perfect though. The shot of his life, right here, right now. Up you go.
Oh, yeah. What a shot. Looked like he played that maybe with a wedge, so he could get a bit of run out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Gee, for anyone who's ever played golf, a long bunker shot like that is a very tough shot to play, particularly when you've got a chance to win the Australian Open.
When you think about this, Allenby chips it up. Sheen makes his. Allenby misses. We're going extra holes, baby.
Playoff.
Not just the playoff involving those two. Throw in Nick Ahern and John Sendon into the mix because they've already finished at 3 under.
Oh, you're a bit off there.
I am too.
Hang on, what, are they going to have a playoff for second?
Gee, you jumped the gun there a bit, Paddy.
You've got him taking 6.
I've got him taking 6. He won't do that.
Look at his palms.
Oh, Allenby at 4 under.
You're right, mate. We're with you, Paddy. We're with you.
Been a long day.
He's got
Great
this,
lie for Allenby here, guys.
got this ridge, Wayne, hasn't he? Between just, what, 3 or 4 metres short of the hole from the angle he's coming at.
He does. He can play the little bunt, bump it into the hill, but he's back into the breeze. So I think you might find him opening the club face up.
It looks
Actually,
like
this hasn't got a lot of loft on it. He's going to bump it.
Yeah, he's
this is a
gonna
risky
bump it.
shot. Risky shot.
with a back putt to win.
Well, what a fantastic finish we've got here.
Not over yet, Jack.
No, it isn't. Paul Sheen, putt for a birdie.
Paul Sheen's got to make his.
Yeah.
That's it. It's all over Red Rover if he misses. Robert will have 2 putts to win.
Biggest putt of his life coming up.
What about the putt he just holed on 17?
Oh.
14, 13 metres across the green, left to right, down the slope.
Something special.
Yeah. That was about a 50 to 1 shot. This one here, though, it's up a ridge, down and across the other side. It's not a snack. Pity we couldn't get a shot of Jackie, his wife, and his little daughter Billy. They'd be feeling what he's feeling right at this present time.
They did a lot of travelling with him. He basically commutes to Japan, goes up and plays 3 and 4 week stints, and then comes back to his Melbourne base.
So you can kind of see halfway between here and the hole, change of colour. So as I said, it'll go up the ridge first, breaking left to right, and then down and across the other side. Look, it's a tough putt to make.
Well, here we go.
Sandy Allenby. Here we go. So 2 putts for Robert Allenby to be MFS Australian Open champion of 2005. It's been a great effort from Paul Sheehan. 3 bogeys early really set him back, and then a string of 7 pars in a row.
He'll pay Robert Allenby the respect of putting out. Paul Sheehan will join Nick Ahern and John Sendon at 3 under. And Robert Allenby now has 2 putts for his 2nd Australian Open title. He won it in '94 at Royal Sydney by a shot from the man sitting beside me in commentary this afternoon, Brett Ogle.
Yeah, damn him.
As Jack said, he's won the big 3 of Australian golf. He's won 2 Australian PGAs. He's won an Australian Masters.
Good on him. He's a good friend, a really good guy,
and a great ambassador for Australian golf. This for a 2-shot victory in the Australian Open.
I think he'll make it.
Nice to have 2 putts for victory, though. Well done.
What a tough afternoon it has been for Robert Allenby. The closing round of 77, but he is a 1-shot winner of the Australian Open, as he was in 1994. Sandy and Harry and Lily. He's battled adversity. He has most of the year with this arm and hand injury. Right now, it's just a major relief.
Well done, Dion.
It was. Mate, that was tough. Congratulations.
Mentally and physically exhausted. But Robert Allenby is the Australian Open champion. His name for a 2nd time will go on the Stonovan Cup. And a cheque also of $225,000 awaits our champion at the MFS 2005 Australian Open.
One at a time.
Test 1, 2.
That'd be a different trip.
John, loud and clear. Can you tell John Okay, mate. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I fully understand. Yep, I fully understand, mate. Well, Robert's just walking through, as you can probably see more than I can, shaking Aaron Badley's hand. And he's going into the tent to sign his card.
Well, what can we say, Jack? What a relief, I think, sums it up.
Not very often you get a shot at winning a championship shooting 77 in the last round, but put it in perspective, hot field, tough golf course, a few injury problems, and only 5 players today managed to break par, and only 2 players, John Sendon and Aaron Badley, broke par in the last 9 groups. So that sort of puts things in perspective a bit, but certainly he hobbled to the house, didn't he?
The sou'wester was in. It made it extremely difficult for them all, and it's just been a really, really hard weekend. But we've got to say it was set up by that magnificent round of golf on the Thursday, 63. Who would have thought you could have 63 around here, regardless of the conditions?
Yeah, that was what won him the championship, obviously, in the end, because he got a huge break on the field. Spencer Levine shot 64, but outside of that, apart from 1 or 2 other guys who still ended up in the mix, it was Allenby 63 on the first day, I think, that dominated the championship.
What a finish we had. I mean, we sat here at the start of the day, he led by 5, and you and Peter Thompson, the course designer, said, look, not a walk in the park, but it's Robert Allenby's there.
Well, I just think everyone probably felt that he's a class player. He's won before. He's won all over the world. A great ball striker. The one question for mine was the injury. It appeared today that he blocked that out. He didn't show any signs of that issue. But I thought in the end he got very shaky there early on, and then for 5 or 6 holes in succession he pulled off some miracle shots.
Okay, Jack, thanks for that. Let's go to the presentation area. Craig Willis is down there. We'll just work out that microphone problem we're having down in the presentation area. Robert Allenby is standing beside Craig Willis, about ready to accept the trophy for a second time, and a very healthy check as well. But really, when it comes to these events and players that have been onto the international tour, the money doesn't count for much, doesn't it? It's the trophy. It's the trophy for sure, the Donovan Cup. So that's what they're all here for. And as a young bloke, I said many times during the telecast, that is what you want to win as a young person growing up playing golf in this country. Well, your name's on it. Wayne Riley's name is on it. Brett Ogle's name is almost on it. Robert Allenby denied him a few years ago. We're going to take a quick break. We'll work on this. Audio problem we have in the presentation area, and be back to speak to Robert Allenby.
Hello, testing 1, 2 from our presentation area. Testing from our presentation area. Testing presentation area. Testing as we do. No luck? Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, she'd come area and plug a microphone in. Hello, hello, and welcome. We've joined you here at our presentation area with 1.5 minutes on the break.
Presentation is taking place now with the Governor-General, who was kind enough to join us this afternoon, Major General Michael Jeffrey. And as I said, for the second time, the name Robert Allenby will appear on the Stonehaven Cup as the winner of the 2005 MFS Australian Open. What a battle it's been. That, I think, Jack, may go down with all the international victories, 4 victories in the US. That could go down as one of Robert Allenby's sweetest.
Yeah, look, I think the significant thing is here that this was a really tough golf course, and you know, in old money it's 7,500 yards, 6890 metres, and with the fluky weather you can get down here, the wind. They've had a calm day the first day, Allenby shoots 63, then the northerly came in and things all changed, and then the last 2 days the southerly. So of course the whole issue is about survival the last 3 days really, and that's what the scores reflect.
We look at the final leaderboards for the 2005 Australian Open. Robert Allenby at 4 under. He started the day at 9 under. Today he dropped 5 shots. He finished the shot in front of Paul Sheehan, Nick Ahern and John Sendon, all great representatives of Australian golf on the international stage. Now, we have so many playing overseas, but those three gentlemen will share something like 90,000 each, which is not a bad week's work. And in equal fifth spot, Matt Goggin, who had a great weekend. 69 yesterday, round of the day, and a brilliant finish again today. And then Aaron Badley with that unbelievable eagle putt on the last. They finished at 2 under, and they'll pick up around 47,000.
Yeah, and look, Pat, I reckon Nick Ahern, John Sendon and Paul Sheehan over a frothy one tonight will be all thinking one shot. That's all it would have meant for me to get in a playoff for the Australian Open. So as we go through some of the scores, Peter Larnide, I thought, didn't have the best of preparations coming from Spain during the World Cup, flying all the way across the world to get here. Got off on the wrong foot on a golf course that would be vastly different. Mark Hensby, of course, we had some controversy through him early in the week. Didn't quite get it all together, but in fairness to him, he's played very little links golf. Good performance there from Jason Day, you know, who's probably, in my opinion, our best amateur at the moment, and I don't think it'll be too long before he's a professional and a guy who's got a huge future in the game.
Well, Brett pulled out the stats the other day. We had right on the number, 60 made the cut. 9 of them were amateurs. It looks great for Australian golf.
Oh, look, the amateur golfers in this country right now, I mean, they are ranked best in the world. Andrew Tampion won the amateur medal, so good effort from him. But all in all, very interesting week, Pat.
All right, well, our winner is Robert Allenby at 4 under, despite the fact that he carded a 5 over 77 on his final day. It was all set up with a brilliant course record here at Moonah Links with a 63 on day one, beating Paul Sheehan, Nick Ahern and John Sendon, then Matt Goggin and Aaron Badley. What a tournament we have had. There has been controversy. The breeze has come from different quarters. We've had troubles with the greens, but at the end we have a great champion after 4 torturous days, and the Australian Open has a dual champion yet again. He joins the greats of Australian golf. Thanks for joining us here on 7. I certainly hope you've enjoyed our coverage. On behalf of the entire commentary team, I now bid you goodbye from Moonah Links.
We're delighted here today at Moonah Links to be joined for the presentation by their Excellencies, the Governor-General of the Commonwealth of Australia, Major General Michael Jeffrey and Mrs Marlena Jeffrey, John Fennell, President of the AGU, the Honourable John McQuilton, the Right Honourable Justice Galt, Captain of the Royal and Ancient, Mr Jerry Ellis, the President of the newly founded Golf Australia, Stephen Ross, Executive Director of the Royal Canadian Golf Association, Mr Philip Adams, Managing Director of MFS Limited, Mr Paddy Hanbury, Chairman of Golf Australia Holdings, and the Vice President of Golf for IMG, Mr Jonathan Field. To begin our presentation, let's make welcome His Excellency the Governor-General of Australia, Major General Michael Jeffrey.
Well, thank you very much indeed, Craig, to you, distinguished guests all, ladies and gentlemen, players, boys and girls, and I'm pleased to see many of them. What a great day it's been, and what a wonderful win to a great Australian golfer in Robert, who's played with great courage, with skill, and I think with sustained potential. And it has really, I think, shown up in this final hole today. So let's give Robert a big round of applause. The MF's Australian Open has been a real test of golfing skill, played on a long course in at times obviously quite difficult conditions. And you might not know, but the trophy is named after one of my distinguished predecessors as Governor-General, Lord Stonovan. He first presented the Stonovan Cup in 1930 at the Metropolitan Golf Club in Melbourne to the winner Frank Eyre, the professional from Longreef Golf Club in Sydney. And Eyre was the only player to complete all 4 rounds under 80 on a course described as a fitting arena for the struggle. And the event has now been contested on 90 occasions over 101 years. And that's why it's such a special event in the Australian sporting calendar. The greatest golfers in the world, including Player, Nicklaus, Snead, Thompson and Norman, have come over the years in quest of this title. But for almost 1.3 million golfers in Australia, the Stonovan Cup has that extra special meaning. It is the pinnacle of golf in this country, and so I congratulate all the players who contested this event, and thank especially those Australians based overseas who made the trip down under. This month, let's give them a round of applause. I think it's a great thing they've done. This month, 6 Australians, headed by Adam Scott, are ranked in the top 50 in the world, and that's an outstanding achievement. If you go and have a look at the school over there, you'll see why our golfers are doing so well. And it is indeed fitting, ladies and gentlemen, that one of our greatest overseas stars, Robert Allenby, who won this event in 1994, will now see his name inscribed again on the Stonovan Cup. Congratulations, Robert, on a champion's performance, including a course record of 63 on day 1 and doing it all with a very sore hand. It now gives me great pleasure, I believe, to present the cup. Thank you very much. Well done, Robert.
Your Excellency, thank you very much. We're delighted by your presence here today. I'm now going to invite John Fennell, President of the Australian Golf Union, to present the gold medal to the champion. John? Thank you. And I'm now going to invite Mr. Phil Adams, the Managing Director of MFS Limited, to present the winner's cheque and also a magnificent timepiece, a Tag Heuer watch, to our champion for 2005.
Thanks, Craig. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. As a proud Australian company, we're very honoured and privileged to be associated with Australia's most prestigious golfing event. MFS has entered into a long-term commitment with Australian golf, and if the events of this last week are any indication, we look forward to a long and mutually beneficial relationship. To Robert, I congratulate you as the winner. I was here on Tuesday at the Pro-Am and I saw Robert struggling with his injury then, and it's an amazing effort for him to be here today with having shot a magnificent score to win. Also congratulate all the other players that have come here. It's great that the entertainment they've provided over the last 4 days. Of course, events like this just don't happen by themselves. So a couple of thank yous are in order. Firstly, John Fennell and his group at AGU for organising the event. Jonathan Field of the IMG. Paddy Hanbury for the turning out the course in international condition. And our co-sponsors, of course, Channel 7. last but by no means least, I'd like to thank my team at MFS, all the volunteers that have come here, the media, and just as importantly, the public that have turned up here today. Thanks for your fantastic support over the last week. I'd like to now hand the cheque over to Robert.
Phil, thank you, and again, thank you to MFS for the wonderful support you're giving this tournament and indeed Australian golf. A nice check and a magnificent Tag Heuer watch, and he's got the Stonovan Cup in his hand. Here is our champion, Robert Allenby.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I think first of all, that was one hell of a tough day. Really, last 3 days have just been probably 3 of the toughest days I've had to play for a long, long time. You know, I got away on the first round in nice calm conditions and made the most of it, and I'm just glad I at least shot 9 under, so it just saved me at the end to win by a shot. But today was a tough day, and obviously you can see all the leaders up there were all dropping shots, and this golf course, when the wind blows, it makes it very, very tough. And I think we all played gutsy golf, and Toshio and Sendo, they played fantastic today and kept me on my toes all the way to the end, and I virtually just fell in over the line. So very happy with, I'm glad you didn't make any more birdies at the end, mate. So, but MFS, you know, as Australian Open, this is our greatest tournament that we have, and to have such an amazing, great Australian sponsor as themselves, that's what we need, and that's what we need for Australian golf to keep going forward and to keep having persons like we do here, and hopefully this will attract more sponsors around the country, because you know, Australian golf is at its best, and we had Australia's best golfers here this week, and we don't need international players. We don't need to pay appearance monies to attract them all. And I think you can see for yourself that the golf that we played on, this is one of the toughest golf courses in Australia, if not the world. And I mean, this wind blowing at 20-25 knots is makes it very, very tough. But I just want to say thanks again to MFS for being such a great supporter this week and for many years to come. To Moonah Links itself, I think the golf course, when I first arrived here this week, from 2 years ago, I really thought it had matured a lot, and the greens, you know, I've been in the last group for the last 2 days, and I didn't see one spike mark, I didn't see one hole in the green, I didn't see anything. The greens are absolutely perfect, and I just want to thank the superintendent and all his staff and the whole team. To Colin Phillips, I hope you have a great retirement. You've done a great job over the last 27 years, and I know the new man coming in, I'm sure he's going to have a tough job ahead of him, but I know he's got all the support from all the players and Colin himself, and we really look forward to the coming Australian Opens to come, kind of led by a new team, but Colin, I think you've done a great job over the years, mate. To all the volunteers and the spectators, I just want to thank you for all doing a wonderful job, and even the loud crew over on my right here. Yeah, that's you guys. Come on. There you go. Just to everyone for coming out and supporting me, and can't even get it out. I mean, it's been a tough year, but this is for my wife, Sandy. Thanks.
Well said, Robert. Well done. Congratulations once again. Well, we had 3 players who ended up just 1 stroke behind our champion, and John Fennell is going to come forward to present them with their checks. Firstly, at 3 under, John Sendon. Paul Sheehan. And Nick O'Hearn. Now our leading amateur receives the silver medal here at the MFS Australian Open, and it is Andrew Tampion.
Well done, Andrew.
Firstly, I'd just like to congratulate Robert. Awesome playing out there this week. Well done. To all the sponsors, Moonah Links, the Australian Golf Union, thank you very much for your support. To my caddy, Ash, I couldn't have done it without you this week, mate. Thanks a lot. To all my family and friends for coming out and supporting me the last 4 days. It's been fantastic. And yeah, I can't wait till next year. Thanks a lot.
And Andrew, I'm sure we'll see you on the world's golf courses over the next few years. Ladies and gentlemen, just to say a few words, let's welcome from the AGU, Mr. John Fennell.
Thank you, Craig. Their Excellencies, the Governor-General and Mrs Jeffrey, the Captain of the Royal and Ancient Golf Club of St Andrews, the Honourable Mr Justice Galt, the Managing Director, MFS Limited, Mr Phil Adams, ladies and gentlemen. It's very difficult to be following after Robert because he said just about everything I have written down here, and he said it much better than I can possibly say it. But thank you, Robert. We're very, very happy that you have won it. It's been a true Australian gutsy effort, and good luck, and let's hope the injury improves. Lee Janik and his staff for their wonderful preparation. We have to thank them. They are here all night, all day, preparing the greens, preparing the fairways. I don't know how much the fairways can grow in overnight, but they're there mowing the fairways overnight and mowing them in the morning. Thanks to Moonah Links for the facility. It's a wonderful place to come and play golf. It's a terrific viewing course, and we're very, very happy to be here. These sorts of events very much depend upon hundreds of volunteers who give up their time, and of course I think they need a special hand. Thank you very much. IMG for putting on the event. A lot of time goes into something as major as this, and of course we are very grateful to IMG. Our major sponsor and new naming rights sponsor, MFS Limited, they have set a basis by which we can set up our Australian Open for the next few years, and hopefully into the future. It makes it much easier for us. All of the other sponsors are essential for the running of this event, and without them, of course, the event doesn't go on. The Victorian Government for their assistance, thank you very much. Channel 7 Network, and of course all of the media who cover this event. There has been a tremendous coverage for the whole week. We, of course, very, very thankful for that. And most importantly, of course, you the spectators. Thank you for your attendance, and I hope you have had a memorable time.
Thank you, Mr. John Fennell from the AGU. In closing, it gives me a great deal of pleasure now to introduce from Golf Australia Holdings, Mr. Paddy Henry, to say a few words.
Thank you, Craig. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What I have to say is, on behalf of all of us involved here at Moonah Links, is to say that it's been an honour and an absolute privilege to be able to host this year's National Championship on what was a purpose-built golf course, magnificently designed by Peter Thompson and created out of the vision of a person who I don't think is here today, but Mr. Bill Leslie. A lot of thank yous have happened already. I have ones, particularly on behalf of Helen, my wife, and myself, that we would like to make to our staff. I think they've done an absolutely magnificent job, not only on the fairways but also in the catering side of things. And to Conleith Roach and his team, thank you very much for that. And but a particular thanks and acknowledgement of the work that our superintendent has put into preparing the golf course and maintaining the standard right throughout the tournament. I think it's been a magnificent effort by Lee Yannick. And lastly, I'd just like to say how much I appreciate your attendance and coming down here to what is a magnificent venue. And I feel quite strongly about this, that and your support I appreciate, because it's giving back to helping the Australian Open being held on a pay-to-play golf course or a public access golf course. So you can all come down and experience watching it now, but you're very welcome to come back and play on the course that Robert and the rest of the players have struggled with at times, but also I'm sure have managed to master at times as well. So thank you very much again for your attendance.
Thank you, Paddy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our official presentation at the conclusion of a wonderful 2005 MFS Australian Open Championship. Robert Allenby's got the Stunnervan Cup. Your Excellencies, thank you for joining us here today for this final round. It's been a wonderful 4 days of golf. A couple of more tournaments coming up, PGA next week, and then we're off to Huntingdale for the MasterCard Masters. We hope to see you at those tournaments. And on behalf of everybody here, hope you had a great time at Moonah Links. And congratulations once again, Robert Allenby.